Um, we heard of Australians' assistance to asylum seekers in Manus. All right. The way refugees, West Papuan refugees were treated is so different. In Manus, there is a location. They were treated fairly. They were given some sort of allowance. West Papuan, nothing.
Yeah.
We don't have this sort of treatment like that. We want to go to clinics. It's difficult for us. But to these asylum seekers, they can be flying, example, from Manus to Mosby. And they attended a specialized clinics and hospital to get treated. Not West Papua. Not West Papua. Nothing. We cannot. We don't receive the same treatment. Although we are refugees, yeah, just like the Manus, but not in case of West Papua.
I'd just like to say all refugees are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah, that's it. So all we need is, if there's a way you can raise your voice, that West Papuan refugees be treated just like the other asylum seekers. Morning all.
Good morning.
I am honored to be standing here before you all and to share with you all our sufferings in camps in PNG and back at home. In Mosby we have 3 camps. Some of the pictures Anthony took, it's right back there. There are 3 camps. We got one at Rainbow, the one at Waigani, and the other one at Hohola. 3 different camps above. In Rainbow, you have about 53 families staying in this, say about the landmass, the size of this, the club, 53 families living in makeshift houses, camps, I would say. And that particular camps is seated on main storm drainage. So when it's a sunny day or when it's fine time of the year, people enjoy it. But when it comes to rain, when the flood flowing, it floods through the camp. And we have to make adjustments to avoid flood, removing the houses and the properties. 53 families. We share one toilet. One toilet. We get water from one tap. And we use power, electricity from 7 in the afternoon, in the night, up to 11:30, 12, and then that's it. That's our daily life. It is our daily life. So the chances of us who wanted to go to school and study couldn't do much. We had to struggle in the camps. You see, when from during the day up to 6 o'clock, it's busy. Everybody got excited. You cannot concentrate when you want to do your work. You want to do your studies. Kids got excited. They got other activities to do. And the only time that you want to do studies is from, when the power comes on, electricity comes on at 7, and then it's brief time. But with that time, you go to prepare, other things. And when you want to do your school stuff, it's already late. After 12, that's when, because in camps, it's so crowded, so noisy, you cannot focus. When it's after 12, then the place goes quiet, then you have that, time to sit down and study. It's a daily struggle. So when the electricity is off, then we would use the candles to do our work. That's when we have peaceful time to study. That's for us who go to school and do studies. But to get a job as a refugee is quite difficult in camps if you have a status as a refugee. Not much recognition to get employment. So in PNG, in camps, generally it's about 90% of the refugees are, I would say, informal employment. They got informal employment, meaning they do their own little sales to survive, to get an income, to support the family, to put the food on the table in the afternoon. It's a daily struggle to survive. Despite the fact that we have the freedom of the government, being give the freedom of movement around, you could move around freely and do other things, well, but the chances of earning an income or employment, it's up to you. You do your own thing, little ways. I don't know where the church you go to and listen to the gospel on every Sunday, but I have a Christian belief, and I believe in some stories in the Bible that states that God has a plan for everything. Today here is not a mistake that we all sitting here together in this room. It has been planned according to God's promise. That I know and I believe that before God calls you all for glory, you will see this flag fly. But I want to, so thank you all once again. And I believe with this, you can take it in your own ways and share it with your friends and your one-talks. Thank you very much for that.